Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the first video I'll be producing of this year in January 2024, and as we're only a week into it, first of all let me just say Happy New Year to all of you. Normally by now I would have done another out in the field report of a nature reserve or an area or species target that I'm going to be covering on, but weather around where I live has not been very kind to us since December. We've had a few storms and a lot of rainfall, and quite a few areas around where I live are actually flooded. So yes, I've not really been able to get out. So what we shall do today is I'll give you a report and a bit of review on a monopod that I bought last year, which I seem to be getting on quite well with. So this is going to be all about the Sirui P-424FL Monopod. Now it's spelled S-I-R-U-I, so reading that's Sirui or that, but apparently it's actually pronounced Sirui. So anyway, what do we have about this then? Yeah. First of all, it comes in a nice bag, complete with strap. Just open it up, and then the monopod itself. There's a nice little pocket on the side of the bag where you can put all your spare tools. Now they include tools for you to sort of like tighten up parts of the monopod itself. Right, technical specifications. Right, it's made of anodized aluminium and quite thick carbon fibre legs. It's 4 sections. Its maximum height is at 1.9 meters and the weight is 1.24 kilograms altogether. So what can we say about this quite nice little monopod that I've been getting on quite well with? Let's go to the review. Right, so let's have a look at the monopod in more detail. And the best place to start is really at the top of it. So at the top you've got your normal mounting point with a couple of spirit levels on the side. At the side of that, underneath the mounting point, there's a blue pushing button that if you push that in, you can actually change the mount screw from 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch, depending on what you're going to be mounting. So let's put that in the top. Next down, we have a blue anodized aluminium barrel that if you pull, you can actually dismount the tripod head mount. More about that on later and why it's useful. Further down we have another blue anodized aluminium barrel which you can turn either left or right, and this means that you can actually do the panning motion with the monopod itself, but the lower part of the section won't turn. You can of course go opposite way round, tighten it up, and then it don't move. As we come further down, we can have a look at the points, sections. 3 nice chunky lever lockers which are responsive to how you use it. You know, so if you pull, we can slide it out, put it back in, and it locks into place. Quite nice. Then, getting ahead of myself, we have this section here, which is like, you know, 3 legs that come out. So by doing that, you can see you've got 3 support legs, and I must say that these are actually quite firm. I tend to use this with my Nikon Z9 and the Z 800mm lens, and this will sort of like stand up at this level obviously on its own, so you can put it on the floor and it certainly supports that rig. But other things that we've got. At the end here, there's like a rubber foot. If you turn it clockwise, like thus, a metal ground spike comes out, but we can hide that by turning it anti-clockwise and in. If you keep on turning it anti-clockwise, we can take the actual foot off. Save you a few ounces, but then again, it's worth it just to keep it on. But this also has another function. Well, the bottom section has another function as well. So what we can do, there's another barrel where we can push the barrel up, and then the whole leg section comes apart. So whilst that is apart, we can actually then screw the ruler foot back on. And it's just standard sort of like monopod specification. So why is this section of it useful? Let me have said about the detaching head at the top. What we can do now is pull that down, detach the mount point. I'll pick up the legs and we can attach that then to the legs. So we now have a very useful sort of like mini tripod that we can use in maybe places like where there are bird hides and shelves, things like that. We can then mount our camera on this tripod, and thus it has a number of lockable view points, so we can hide it or give it a wide base. But also, it also is a ball head. So if you undo this blue screw wheel, we can then use the ball head. Tighten that up. And now it's tight. So let's just put this back together then. Once again, pull down, head pops out, pick up the rest of your tripod, take the foot off, mount it once again, put the foot on at the bottom again, make sure you tighten it reasonably well, otherwise it may come loose and you might lose it. So there's that. Pull out the leg sections. And this is the full extent of how high it is, which is about another foot above my head, so plenty of scope in that. Right then, let's pull that down. Fold it all back up. head point mount on again, clicks into place, and that's that. The Sirui P-424FL Monopod. In the field, I find it quite good. It's a little heavier than some monopods, but like you say, if you don't envisage using this part of that, you can take that off. That'll save you a bit of weight. As for sturdiness, it's very sturdy. It carries, like I say, my Nikon Z9 and Z800mm lens with ease. Nice padded top here, which I rest on my shoulder whilst the camera's on my back. I walk around it like this. So yes, highly recommend it. I shall put down at the bottom in the description a link to the Amazon page where these are on for sale. But yes, I can highly recommend this. So that's the review done. I know it's quite nice and short, but that's all we can actually do today. So thank you for coming by. Please subscribe and thank you for watching. Cheerio.